Yo, YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Q, man. Back at y'all again with another video. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. So, it was a very, very interesting week of college football this past weekend. Um, but I wanted to get on here and talk about the Florida Gators, man, and Billy Napier. What is going on in the swamp? Okay. The swamp has a lot of ticks, fleas, bugs, all types of shit in it right now, man, and it's not looking too good for the Gators. You know what I mean? We if before we start this show, I have to talk about DJ Lagway, man, the quarterback out of Texas. I believe was a five-star recruit. Was supposed to be the savior of the Florida Gators program, and I ain't gonna lie, bro. He's looking more of like a liability than a savior. Uh, Against LSU, he had 5 interceptions. Okay, and then Billy Napier saying that after the game, he there's just making a lot of excuses for him. Honestly, bro. Saying that he missed a lot of time in spring practice. He wasn't around because of the injury, yada 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 yada. And I'm starting to see why when the Florida Gators first brought DJ Lagway on to the program as a freshman, why they were hesitant to start him over Graham Mertz. I just don't think he was ready, man. I still don't think he's ready. Will he ever be ready? That's another question too, because I'm looking around college football right now, and yes, the quarterbacks like Nussmeier and all those guys that we thought were going to be Heisman Trophy favorites and all that. Yes, they're not playing up to par, especially Arch Manning as well. But they're not playing up to par, but they're not throwing 5 interceptions either. Okay. Uh, Now, this is what I will give DJ Lagway credit for as a starter. I think he's like 7-3. You know what I mean? So he has a winning record as a starting quarterback. But that was last. Majority of those games came from last season. This season, man, the guy has looked absolutely abysmal. I really, really don't know what to make of his performance, man. But like I said, last game against Miami, the Florida Gators go down 26-7, only putting up 7 points the entire game. Buddy had 12. Buddy went 12 for 23, 61 yards passing. You should have 61 yards in the first quarter. As a five-star recruit and as the starter for a prestigious program like Florida, bro, you should have 61 yards passing in the first drive of the game. In the first drive of the game, bro, you should have that. So to go the whole game, look absolutely out of place, out of sorts. And I know people are going to blame Billy Napier, okay? And a lot of the blame should fall on him, deservedly so, because he is the head football coach of this team. But the Florida Gators have a quarterback problem, you guys. You know, me being a fan, I'm not really a fan of the Florida Gators, but me being a football fan, right? If I'm looking at a quarterback that just threw 5 interceptions the game before, just to follow that game up with 61 yards passing for the entire game, you have a quarterback problem. DJ Lagway does not look like a good quarterback right now, man. And I know people are going to say, oh, he has a lot of potential. He has all the physical tools, 240, 6'3", rocket arm. I'm not seeing any of that stuff, man. And when you throw 5 interceptions, it's going to force your head coach to call a more conservative game the next game. Okay? You can't just throw 5 interceptions and expect me as a play caller to call the same game that I called the game before as, like throwing deep, deep, deep shots down the field, because at this point now, I don't know if you can handle it. He's not seeing the field. Okay? Now, people are going to, like I said, people are going to call for Billy Napier's head, man. But I don't know what if you're the Florida Gators, though, what do you do in this situation? Because I don't know if it's the right idea to get rid of DJ Lagway, because, like I said, he's still a very young player, so maybe they will fire Billy Napier just because, they don't want to get rid of their, young star QB. Man, in my opinion, I don't even think Buddy's all that great, but who knows, man. But the Florida Gators, man, they're in a weird situation right now as far as, the fan base is very, very concerned about the direction that this team is headed. Back-to-back abysmal games. And it seems to me like whenever DJ Lagway plays against good competition or a program that's actually known, he struggles. LSU, Miami. So he can only put up numbers against Sam Houston, just like Arch Manning. Arch Manning flexing his muscles and, talking heavy against Sam Houston, but when it comes to playing Ohio State, he looks like a deer in headlights. These are your Heisman Trophy candidates right here. DJ Lagway, Arch Manning. Come on, man. The way DJ Lagway is playing right now, bro, if it had it not been for him being a 5-star recruit and all this other bullshit and all this other hype, he would have been benched. I honestly think he should get benched. 5 interceptions, zero touchdowns in the last 2 games. DJ Lagway. I'm not coming over here, knocking the kid, but man, you cannot tell me that this is not a concern. This is very, very concerning. Very concerning, man. I'm worried for the Gators, man. I think the season, I think the Florida Gators have lost grip of this season, man. I think the season is over. I don't even care what they do anymore moving forward, bro. But I don't see this team being able to be successful this year at all, bro. Will they fire Billy Napier at the end of the season? Well, if the season continues to go the way it's going, you putting up 7, 10, 14 points a game moving forward, because that's the type of offense that the Florida Gators have right now. I don't see them being an explosive offense. I don't know any of their wide receivers. I don't know any of their running backs. And the only person on that offense is DJ Lagway, and he's not even pulling his own weight. So this is a wasted year for the Florida Gators, man. Sad to say. Will they fire Billy Napier? I don't know. Only time will tell. But that's pretty much all I have for y'all, man. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. And y'all let me know how y'all feel about the Florida Gators and DJ Lagway. And we can have a discussion about it in the comments. But other than that, I'm out. Peace. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.